And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Subnautica, where I think our plan, we're going to go to Life Pod 12, sunk in the ocean, 250 meters down, 1.3 kilometers that way. In our exploration, I think recipe-wise, we've got a couple things we want to build, but we actually, we need to figure out how to build the inputs. Is kind of where we're stuck at the moment. So I've got a couple different ways I'm thinking of going forward. One is obviously we're going to respond to all these radio signals so that we can see if there's scrap and interesting biomes around. Another is setting up new scanner rooms and such around the map in different biomes. So we're going to have the scanner rooms search for things that we need. So, the moment we're going to go check out this new life pod. Once this is done, we're probably going to try to set up a couple expansion bases for scanner rooms. Unless we get more radio signals. Okay, so this is taking us back to the mushroom forest. Not sure if that's what this area is called, but it's what I'm going to call it. Oh, it's actually taking us right past it. So there's a crash site just off the other side here. A little farther down. Pretty good warning not to attempt it without craft. So we got a craft that technically can go down to 2.5. Yeah, we got nibbled on by a sand shark there. Now we've got a sand shark actively trying to nibble on it, so okay. Like, oh, we did a lot of damage. Oh, went past it. No, that's 19. Oh, we almost went past it. There's 12. Go right next to a volcanic vent. That might actually be interesting for maybe trying to set a base up next to, so we can power the base off the vent. Propulsion cannon.
Acquired electromagnetic signatures in the region. Exercise caution when diving deeper. Integrating new PDA data.
Common bulb bush. Oh, those aren't scannable. So yeah, I don't think we found any more of the deep shroom. Okay, so we can make the hydrochloric acid. Find some deep shroom. I think we know where some deep shroom is. And we need that for the polyaniline, which we need for something. Propulsion cannon. Got something. Called a repulsion cannon, which is an upgrade to the propulsion cannon. head back to base and we'll start to set up mining locations in various habitats. First, here's an interesting thing to loot. Modification station fragment. We need that. Oh, well, we just needed the one fragment. Okay. Stasis rifle. Okay, well, we got a modification station, so let's... well, we'll see if we find the remaining pieces for this rifle. Then we'll go back to base and try to make a modification station. So we already know what we want to build in the modification station. It's just coming down to finding the bits and pieces. Having a little struggle trying to catch that fish. Wasn't even necessarily moving all that fast. Database. Lightweight, high-capacity tank.
Print acquired.
There's our ship. Let's get in, get oxygen. Yeah, no luck with finding the stasis cannon. Yeah, back to heading towards the base. See what we... Actually, I suppose we can check before we get there. What do we need for that new modification station? Computer chip, titanium, diamond. Yeah, let's get a scan of one of those things. Getting distracted by all the things in the local wildlife. Back to the mushroom area. I know these aren't the deep mushrooms. We found the deep mushrooms before. I'm not sure if we currently have a diamond in the base. Because we don't have a diamond, then we'll have to go find one before we can set up the modification station. When I've got the repulsion cannon pinned, I don't need that pinned. So we're at least tracking what we need. So we want diamond. Want to figure out the blueprint for that fabric. And we want to build a modification station. I think the main thing we're missing is the diamond.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain, it says. So we have a diamond. That's a diamond, a titanium, a computer chip, and a lead. Computer chip requires... Let's actually make the food quickly, and then we'll check what the computer chip requires. Table coral, easy. Gold, fairly easy. Copper wire. We have copper, easy. Okay, we need one table coral. Easy to get if we just come out here with a knife. You the table coral? I think so. No, it's not table core. Or I needed more. No, that was coral tube sample. Wrong type of coral. Means it's this type of coral over here. Oh, this isn't that bad space-wise. Okay, so we're gonna want more diamond. But we can at least have a modification table. Complete. Let's unpin it while we're here. Cooks and sterilizes small organisms for immediate consumption. Okay. Immediate thing we can upgrade with. Okay, so if we get a plasteel ingot, we can make the... either make a lighter build alloy, or lighter build high capacity, or an ultra high capacity. Plasteel, magnetite, enameled glass. So we're going to have to go set up a place where we can go locate and mine magnetite. That's what I think we're going to need to do. And find rubies. Plasteel or lithium. So we'll do whichever one we can do. So we got 2 lithium. I think we need more than 2 lithium. 4 lithium. What did we need for plasteel production? Titanium ingot, 2 lithium. Okay, so we'll do plasteel construction because we've got the ingredients for that right now. So in theory, based off what that is it's not more oxygen, it just, like the fins, makes us faster relative to the previous one. Whereas the higher capacity one here, this would have just been more. Okay, so we're out of lithium, so we need to get lithium, we need to get magnetite. So next stop is finding more stuff. Bleach. Do we have what we need for bleach production? Salt coral tube? Okay. Yep, that's one way to quickly hunt some food. Got my flaming knife here. There's moments when a lack of fire is, or lack of fire underwater is not enough. Okay, so for crafting purposes, we're gonna want, when we get where we're going, enough stuff to do a couple foundations. We're gonna like 4 titanium, 4 lead. We're probably gonna want to put down a big room, big multi-purpose room, so a bunch more titanium. And a hatch, so we're gonna need at least 1 quartz. So we want... No. Okay. That's not the best way to mark what we want. We need recipe-wise. So we need you, base pieces, world multi-purpose, those 2. Thinking what I need to bring with me to the base to make it work when we get there. Okay, so technically don't need a air pump like I have up over here. That was superfluous. Alright, let's take the reinforced one off for the moment because we're looking for where we want to pin what we need to build. Or at least I want to pin what I need to build so I can remember what we need to bring with us. So a bunch of titanium, but we can get titanium where we're going, I think. No silver required. No gold required. We need a little bit of lead. Yeah, that 2 pieces of lead will be all the lead. We want some copper. Or at least 1 solar panel. Don't necessarily know how well the solar power is gonna work there. Oh, and we do need... Is that 1 piece of gold for that? Yeah. Oh, we need more silver, or more copper. I don't have it in the place, so we'll have to get more copper when we're out and about. Same with the titanium. So before we go out, the last thing we want, we're going to need some more quartz. Quartz has not traditionally been that hard to find. Although I'm saying that and having a difficulty finding it. And we're going to need like 3 pieces of quartz, so no point in setting out before we have the quartz. Actually, I'm a little surprised there's salt spots that close. I don't think it's the coral tube we're looking for. No. Looking for... No. These ones. A little concerning I'm having difficulty finding this quartz. Because I'm having difficulty finding it here, I'm going to have difficulty finding it where I want it when I need it. Titanium is not going to be too bad. As long as we get the basic things set up, room-wise, we should be able to set up a fabricator and turn scrap that we find about to titanium, so not too worried about that. Nope, there's a piece. Obviously not spending enough time in caves. Caves are apparently where the quartz is. Oh, my inventory's full. I'm also not 100% sure where we're going. If where we're going will have usable solar panel or solar power. It was fairly dark the last time I was there. Okay, so we got like the basics, I think, for setting out.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, you got some more titanium in here, so let's shove... Actually, we should probably shove the more advanced stuff in here. So we're going to want to set solar panel up and the door right away. Don't necessarily need the scanner room right away, so let's put one of you in there. Put one of you away. Scanner room's also the gold and all but one of the copper, I suppose. And we're on lead, so let's trade some of our coral here that we didn't need for lead. So we can put 2 foundations down when we get there. Oh, we should now have inventory space. The radiation helmet behind. Okay, well let's go see if it's gonna work.
Systems online.
So let's figure out... Goes that way. I don't have the... No, I do have it up. It's that one. I want to go set up a base over by Second Officer's Keen's last location. We'll see if we can get solar panel working there. If not, it's going to be a little bit more tedious to get the thing powered. Because we have to either set bio up or set geothermal up. Not that either of those should be too terribly difficult. Okay, into the deep dark. We'll see if it ever gets bright enough down here for the solar panels to work. Here's the crack. I think here's the crack. Did I fly over the location? I may have flown over the location. I did, I flew past it. Okay. Wait, no. Not the yellow one. Oh, I did fly over it. It's this crack right over here. Okay, let's see. Can we get some foundation down? I did not know those were down here. Okay, there's our multi-purpose room. Now for the moment of power truth. And we're going to touch any more, apparently. Okay, let's get our air back. We're not desperate yet for... more help. Complete that sentence. That's either working, or it isn't. Really? Two more titanium, apparently. And we go and check, see if we've got air.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Okay, so the answer is apparently no. Which means we're going to be forced immediately onto bioreactor. So titanium wiring kit, lubricant. Yes, it is apparently not sunny enough down here. So as we can surface, I forgot if it is daytime. Oops. Yeah, that would, yeah, I think we can class ourselves underground there. Okay, so that's not gonna be a place where we can get solar panel to work. So we're gonna have to set up bioreactor and fuel it. Okay, so we're gonna drive back to base. We're coming up probably where I should put a part break in. So we'll put a part break in, and then we'll go back with the stuff we need to get a bioreactor running, so we can power that base. And that's why I started with the multi-purpose room, because instead of the scanner room. Because if we needed to set a bioreactor up in it, then we need more space. So yeah, if that being the case, we'll have to then fuel the bioreactor, set up the multi-purpose, or set up the scanner room and get the scanner going for the stuff we're looking for. That's mainly going to be a mining outpost, so it just needs enough power to power the bioreactor, or power the scanner room, and provide us oxygen, I suppose. Oh, that's light off? Or light on, light off. I might as well just leave the light on. It barely drains the batteries on this thing. Oops. Looped in on barking.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So I hope you've been enjoying. This is where I'm going to go ahead and put the part break in. So if you're watching YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break, and then we'll get right back to recording. So with that, wish you all the best of luck and good time. Catch you in the next part. Bye for now.